might get the 120. Too much. Still too much. Man, what the heck? Close. Let me go in another half turn. Bingo. Alright, I'm locking it down there. That was a pain in the butt. Okay, so this is a friend's truck. He's got, that's his old truck. I forget what he said happened to that, but he needed to get another truck. He got this one, and then a rod bearing went. So him and his son rebuilt the engine. I had nothing to do with it, but this was the old crank. I don't know which one it was. None of it. This is so rusty, it's hard to tell. But yeah, they replaced the crank, but they called me out here to do all the small details, get all the electrical button back up, make sure all the lights work, you know, get it DOT inspection ready. I'm not going to be doing the inspection just because the company he's going with, they do their own inspections, and I'm not an approved mechanic for something like that. Got it down to an air leak or two. All the brakes are good. I've been out here a few times so far, but hopefully this is it. Got stupid stuff like this. And that's just from being old. This truck's an 80 something. Old. But hey, no emissions. Isn't that fantastic? That's it. So when I first got out here, let's go to the other side. When I first got out here, the oil feed line going to the compressor, they had set to the fuel return line coming out of the fuel injection pump, and then the fuel return line was going to this. So he had quite a situation here. When he started and ran it, it was just smoking real bad. It was oil injecting itself into the fuel. So got them all straightened out on that. You know, just little things, little things. But overall it's a good job. That's what I'm doing out here today. Alright, I'm gonna... Nothing too much I can show you other than it being an old truck. Small cab. Peterbilt, I think it's a 379, I think. I don't really know, I'm not really familiar with these old trucks. Oh, right here's the badge. It is a 379, yep. So, oh, does this say what year it is? Does not. Not on that tag, anyway. Decided to record some more video footage. So I've been messing around with all this back here. I discovered I need to hook up a reverse light. Lord only knows how long it's been since it's had one. So I got a ground. I've figured this is a ground wire here. I'm guessing, I don't know if it's this one or this one. One of these is the power wire. Oh, that's this beeping. I thought it was a GoPro. One of those is the power wire. So the way these systems work, there's a switch that has like a detent. Let me find the switch. Oh, here we go. This is the switch. It's got a little ball detent which goes into the transmission. The whole top of this thing's been wiped off. So the owner of the truck's ran out to get a new one. Let me get back down here. So on the back of the shift tower, right there, that hole, that's where that goes on top of the transmission. I know the video footage is horrible. So what I've been hunting this whole time for the past 20 minutes or so, I'm running out of wires as I'm hooking everything up, and I just came across these. Hopefully this is it, because there's like speaker wire. Everybody knows how much I hate speaker wire. This, I don't know what this is for. This truck's been outfitted with chicken lights, so this was probably for something else. I mean, hell, it wraps around the transmission cooler. That's not what I'm after. But let me get these exposed so I can probe them. One should be constant power with the key on, and the other one should go to the back of the truck. And then these two hook to the top of that ball switch that was broken off. So let me probe these and see what happens. So this is good. I've got see if I can do this without like dropping everything. Here we go. So I got the ground wire on the ground lead of the batteries, the power wire to this meter on the red wire down there. So when I turn the key on, can this read it? When I turn the key on, I'm getting what I assume to be battery voltage, 12 volts. So what I'm going to do, that white wire I'm going to tie to that red wire. I'm going to go to the back, and if I'm lucky, that white wire should be this one, if I'm lucky. Let's find out. So these are my wires here. And like I said, life of a mechanic, you work in a dark hole all the time. I wonder why I can't ever see anything. So these will get 2 ring terminals once we get the switch. I gotta make sure it doesn't touch anything. So that's it. Again, I don't know if you can see that. So we're gonna go to the back. It's either gonna work or catch on fire. But in this field of work, we don't call it a fire, we call it a thermal event. Fire, that word panics people. Okay, I'm gonna go turn the key on. If all is well, that meter is going to say 12 volts. Or I'm gonna blow a fuse, one of the two. Excellent. And we can tell the uranium detector says we have uranium in here. So I'm kidding, that's the low air pressure warning buzzer. All right, let me make some connections and we'll get back to you. Okay, he still needs to get the right switch, but I put these bullet connectors on the back of this light, and then I wired it up, one to the ground, which this is actually the ground. I didn't know that until I was testing, but I already drilled a hole and made this. And then the our power wire, presumed power wire. So when I go turn the key on, that light should come on. So let's do that. And we got a light, so that's good. We got a backup light. All we're waiting on is the owner of the truck to come back with our switch and some ring terminals, and I can put the switch into the transmission and that light will work the correct way to pass inspection. So yeah, we'll see what happens next.